And we're back. Thank you, sponsor. Okay, so some brief prom history. Prom is the shortened form of promenade, which is that thing when guests at a formal party are sort of presented and introduced via something like a parade. We don't really do this anymore, or I'm sure some people do. But this was a bigger thing the late 1800s, early 1900s. And it was meant to be an event that promoted social etiquette and manners. It was to show the youth.
So something sort of like cotillion.
Yes.
Yeah, I did cotillion.
Did you really?
That's why I'm so well-mannered. That and being a princess.
Being a princess, being royalty.
Yeah, it's in my blood.
Oh,
So.
that's probably why you got the award.
Because I was so well-mannered.
You were like, wow, she is royalty.
Fine. It's just in her blood, clearly.
I actually don't know what cotillion is. That's the manners thing, right?
Oh, so cotillion, let me tell you. Basically, cotillion, it's kind of like prom. You spend a set amount of time taking or learning manners. So basically learning how to use a knife and fork the right way, learning how to, the salad fork from the dinner fork or what have you, learning how to properly make a phone call. So, if a boy calls the house, how are you to address him? That kind of thing.
I still don't know.
I can teach you off mic.
Excellent.
Yeah. And so basically I think it's like a week of these classes and boys take them and girls take them. And at the end, there's a little ceremony that's kind of like a prom where you're supposed to sort of show off what you've learned, and you wear a dress and you wear gloves and there's a little dinner, and it's supposed to be sort of showing like, oh, you've learned the skills for polite society. You can come out into polite society, and you know your dinner forks and.
You can be a successful human person.
Clearly.
Now. Is this the same? Is this debutante?
It's sort of like that.
Okay. Because I thought they were the same, but I wanted to make sure. This whole prom thing started with co-ed banquets at American universities in the 19th century. And from there, it spread to high schools in the 20th century. From there, it spread to high schools in the 20th century. And 1920 marked the first high school, quote, democratic debutante ball. But it was only open to white people and mostly middle to upper class white people. And then with the Great Depression of the 1930s, several principals in the Chicago area canceled prom to save students from being psychologically wounded.
Ooh,
like because you couldn't afford to go?
Oh.
Or, I don't know. That's, oof. By the 1940s, with teenage culture alive and well, the thing skewed younger and younger, and that's pretty much around the time that the prom as we know it solidified. After World War II ended and all that disposable income was coming in the 1950s, prom moved out of the gym, which is where it was traditionally held, and into the country club. The 50s also came with this life advice for us ladies. Girls who try to usurp the right of boys to choose their own dates will ruin a good dating career.
First of all, I love that it's considered a career.
I know. It should be.
It's a lot of work.
I texted a friend the other day, I was flirting with this guy at a bar, and he left to go get a drink, and I texted a friend, and I was like, I don't remember flirting with a cute guy being this much hard work, but it is.
Ugh,
my brain is like...
Who's got the time?
You're like, let's get rid of this whole flirting business.
Yeah.
It needs to be a service.
Yes. You can get cookies delivered to your door at 2 a.m. You should be able to also get an orgasm delivered. That's all I'm saying.
The future, Bridget. Somebody get on that. But now we're talking about the past. In 1963, President Kennedy's Beverly Hilton $1,000 a plate fundraiser was rescheduled for prom. Talking about the past. In 1963, President Kennedy's Beverly